lock and low.
You guys ready?
Ready, go.
Yeah, he's attacking my feet now.
Yeah, Nate's,
All
that's
right.
okay. As long as he's not attacking my feet.
Well, he's
All
like
right,
these
we're
socks.
live.
I'm not reimbursing you for new socks.
These are nice
I have
socks.
so many socks to give you, man.
This is a hazard that you have to enter at your own risk. Here,
No sock is safe.
sacrifice your socks at the door.
I'm gonna suck one hole. All right, let's do this. Hey guys, welcome to the MidYouth Universe, the saga, where we're broadcasting from Hong Kong, and I'm joined today by, it's gonna be Salty Steve.
Salty.
Yeah.
Why are you salty?
I love using pink Himalayan salt in my recipes.
That's
boys.
right. That's right. By Merchant Max.
Merchant Max.
Because he's
Cha-ching.
studying. Yeah, he's studying to make more money.
Make
you
more
know?
money.
And of course, the fantastic Francisco.
Thanks.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
He's just happy you didn't call him Lex Luthor.
I know. So it just kind of rolled off the
Yeah.
tongue there.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're broadcasting from Hong Kong. This is a continuation, part 2 of last week's episode. But before we get into there, how was your guys' weekends?
It's pretty softball. The return of softball. Played some softball.
Yeah, sport is back.
Yeah,
That's
sports
good, right?
back.
Yeah, it's good.
What'd you guys do?
I started boxing classes.
Oh,
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I got one of my old contacts in Hong Kong. He's like a semi-pro fighter, so he's like, I asked him to teach me a few things. It's tough though. It's like he really.
What size gloves are you using?
I don't know. I haven't.
Extra small.
I have small hands.
He's adding to his villain arsenal, guys. Watch out.
Always keep your hands up. Always keep your hands up, right?
No, yeah, always keep your hands up. But like my friend, my instructor, like he's like, I've seen him knock out a guy like I've seen him go into a ring.
Right.
They ring the bell and he'll just like leap towards this guy, like punch the guy in the jaw, and the guy just fell like a sack. of
Sounds
potatoes.
like Superman.
What
This is
kind
the
of-
most amazing thing I've
Was
ever
he
seen.
like boxing or is it
It's like
MMA
everything,
or is
everything,
it
like-
just?
MMA?
I don't know. No, this was just kind of like
Just regular-
semi-pro. Yeah, it was like at one of the stadiums in Hong Kong.
Oh, wow. I was going to call him One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
Yeah, Saitama.
I think
I
we
was
did it.
setting it up for. I was gonna remind you to stick a bar of kryptonite down your gloves.
Do you have to pay for your boxing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm supporting like a small business.
Of course, you have to.
Yes.
Always support. Always pay.
good
Always
supporter of
pay
small
for the
businesses.
friends' businesses.
Yeah,
Nothing for free.
never accept anything for free.
No, nothing's free. If it's free, then they're using you. You're the
But
payment.
always ask for a discount.
Right. If you're not paying, you're the product.
That's right. Max, what did you get up to this weekend?
Not much. I just wanted to do nothing, kind of following the challenge from last week.
Fantastic.
And got to catch up on some TV. I finished both seasons of The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
So,
Daddy Mando.
Yeah.
Daddy Mando's a
I
good
know
guy.
I'm late to the party, but yeah.
It's okay. Do you watch The Mandalorian?
Yeah.
Of course you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I made you watch it. Yeah. That's good, man. But you, like, when you were watching TV, do you have a favorite snack? Do you nibble? I have a new challenge for you this week.
Yeah.
I'll come back to that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
But do you nibble?
I quite like seaweed. I won't lie. Seaweed.
Bad boy.
Sweet. Wow.
You're gonna go eat
I
three
mean,
bags
we-
of jalapeno.
I actually came last week with a bunch of seaweed,
Yeah.
and then I was like, "Oh, I just wanted one, but it was such a good deal. It was
Yeah.
6 for $12. I was like, yeah, okay, and I left them here. left them here.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
turned
didn't
me on
eat
to
any,
it.
but I think between everyone ate all but one pack. I still have one pack
Just
left.
one pack.
One pack left.
Yeah.
I didn't touch them during the week.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I was like, there's a lot of sugar in that for seaweed.
It's weird. Why was there sugar in that one?
I guess it's all the seasoning, right? All
It's
the-
wasabi flavored,
yeah.
right? Yeah, it's odd.
Yeah, sodium.
You should try it. It's delicious, and then you'll become like Max and become addicted to it.
Okay.
And when you,
That was his plan all along, you know.
Yeah,
So
it was,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna place this seaweed here. And
my
then-
plan is to get Max fat. That's a hint as to what your challenge is. It's gonna be a good one.
All right.
It's gonna-
Seaweed actually has a lot of potassium, which is a diuretic. So
That's
it
true.
helps you pee, right? It helps you get rid of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, Steve, what are we talking about today, this week?
Today we're talking about, it's a continuation of last week, but this time is a little bit more, it's maximizing your time. But I believe in the group chat we wanted to talk a little bit more about how you recharge. So focusing a little bit more on not just how you save time, because it's tough to say like saving time, as we talked about last week. So if you want to do an activity, you're going to find time to do it. So how are you actually saving time? We joked about like peeing in the shower, doing kind of stuff, multitasking a few things, listening to podcasts while you're
peeing in the shower, but never brushing your teeth. Looking at you right there.
I don't get why not.
Why not? I come out of the shower and I'm completely clean.
I'm so anti-brushing teeth in the shower, man.
Why?
Because there's soap on the toothbrush and that's weird and tastes.
Why is there soap on the toothbrush?
How are you lathering?
You rinse, you cleanse yourself of all the scrubs and lathers, and then you go.
Yeah. Where's your toothbrush while this is happening?
Are you like that guy in the YouTube video in
No, actually, the first thing I do is brush my teeth
in the shower.
Yeah, like my toothbrush is outside of the shower, so I grab it, put the paste on, and then I turn the water on and I start brushing, and then I go in.
So you guys always assume you're not gonna have any snacks after you shower.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd like to shower.
You have shower snacks.
No, you guys don't eat seaweed in the shower?
Imagine Stevie eating ramen in the shower.
Ramen. Where do you think you get the water from, guys? For the ramen.
Oh, that's hilarious. Flavored. Yes, this is Radox. Radox flavored ramen. You guys, Radox is soap. Yeah.
But no, sometimes you go to the gym, you come home a little bit earlier, and you're sweating, so you take a shower. But then it's like 9 o'clock. You're like, I'm gonna have a little bit of a snack while I'm watching something, Mandalorian and chill.
Yeah. In the morning?
No, he does it in the morning.
The shower and the brush teeth, I think, is more of a morning kind of thing.
It's a morning thing, yeah. Well, some people do it at night as well. It's like, I'll come home.
I do it because I usually take 2 showers.
Yeah, 2 showers. And now we're going to summer, which will be now the 3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5, yeah.
6 showers a day.
Say the phrase in Spanish. The summer.
El verano sin vacaciones.
El verano sin vacaciones.
Send that to me and I'll put it as a subtitle.
All right, cool. El verano sin vacaciones.
Yes, too fast.
The summer without vacation.
The summer with no vacation.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wow. That's my Spanish radio DJ voice.
Yes, we should all have Mexican Cokes here so we can all speak Spanish once you drink the Mexican Coke.
Nice.
There's the thing, the Mexican Coke is supposed to be like the best Coke.
We're talking about drinks, right?
Family show. Anyway,
I mean, the Mexican Coca-Cola.
They use cane sugar. That's as opposed to the high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
So Max won't touch it with a 10-foot pole
Until we challenge him to.
Oh. That's like if you were the poor man's Lex Luthor and he was actual Superman, all you would instead of kryptonite, you would just eat sugar. You hit him like
Azúcar.
That's hilarious, man. So did you guys do the challenge, the 40 minutes of nothing?
Wow. Of nothing.
Or of less stuff where you actually actively got.
Sorry, can I ask, how is that a challenge?
Could be. It's actually quite stressful because our minds are so wired to always be doing something.
Yeah.
You can't stop in this modern society.
So just just stare at the wall for 40 minutes.
You could do that. You could maybe stare at a tree if you don't.
Was there like nothing? I went on a nice long run yesterday. Does that count?
Because you're still doing something.
Yeah, it's physical activity.
But I didn't know like mental stimulus.
No, but you're still doing something.
Yeah.
I find it really hard to not do anything.
See, it's tough, man. I couldn't do it. I did it on the bus. I was just like, okay, I'm on the bus. What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna use my phone. Not gonna listen to anything. Just be on the bus. And then 10 minutes later, I'm like,
well, you actually made it 10 minutes.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Because I was like, okay, should I look at the watch? No, don't look at my clock. Okay. And then I look 10 minutes. Woo! On my phone.
But I mean, I guess my question is like, how do you define not doing anything? Because being on your phone scrolling Instagram could be like
that's doing something.
That's doing something.
Yeah.
It's wasting time. Yeah. That's.
Some people might argue it's doing nothing.
Productive. We will come back. No, it wasn't about being productive. It's about literally getting bored.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the idea is, I thought about it yesterday because I was thinking if I really took some time to be mindful, a little bit of time here and there, but not 40 minutes. Yeah. But, I get frustrated because then we were talking about limited time in a day. And then I'm like, when do I have 40 minutes to do nothing? And then it's like, one step back, 2 steps forward, I guess, because if you're taking that time to be mindful, you're actually really cleaning your mind to do other things more effectively. Yeah. So you got to look at it that way. So I'll try it again this week. We're really bad with these challenges, man. It worries me.
I should have said like 20 minutes because 40 is a long time.
Yeah.
And what the thing is, the idea is you're supposed to get bored and your mind will be like, I need to do something, and you actually become more creative when you're bored. when you're a kid and you're like really bored, like during the holidays and stuff, that's when you're the most creative. That's when you're like, I wonder if I can make a go-kart or climb a tree or jump from one tree to another. And then you would, spend the whole day like planning that, right?
Yeah. That's why my cats break everything. They brought 2 plant pots this week. They just push everything off the shelves and stuff. So that's what that leads to. Kids and cats.
So one of the few times that I actually can do nothing is like if I like going to a park and just laying on the grass and just staring up at the sky.
That's fantastic. That's exactly
that's
what
cool.
it is.
And I can do that for like an hour,
Wow.
hour and a half.
No, you're not listening to anything.
No.
You're not.
No, because I don't know. I find it quite peaceful to lay on the grass and just think how like I'm right on the edge of a planet and just everything above me. There's nothing, right?
Man, you are on the edge of a planet.
Yeah,
Technically.
like I'm lying there on the grass. Yeah. And the only thing that's holding me back from like floating into the void is just gravity
And physics.
physics and gravity. Yeah.
Because if there wasn't gravity or physics, you'd be unstoppable.
Yeah.
It's a science joke, that one.
But there's nothing like you're outside. There's like you're staring into the sky, but you don't know what you're staring beyond the sky and the clouds and everything, right?
That's true, man. It's just. How often do you do this?
Not as often as I'd like.
Yeah.
Usually when it's kind of like not too hot, not too cold.
And which park is this?
I like to go into Tamar Park.
That's the only place I could
But
say.
that's like Saturdays. Don't go Sundays.
Yeah.
No,
It's
so-
It's tent city.
riff-raff. Yeah.
What about
Oh,
Victoria Park?
Thank you for
I
scaring
haven't
away
tried.
our helper demographic with that comment.
Oh, sorry.
We lost all the helpers.
No, I mean, what did you say?
He called them riffraff. He said riffraff.
See, I didn't call them riff-raff, but you do get the feeling it's super packed and it's not the best place to
You
relax.
said riffraff.
He said
I
riffraff.
said
Listen to the
riffraff.
recording.
You
He said it
said-
twice.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I didn't mean it in like a. I
It
didn't
just
mean
means
it
a
in
lot. It's populated.
It's just-
it
it's really
takes away from
populated, yeah.
the tranquility of
Yeah, and if you-
of trying to.
So my advice, if you want to go to like Tamar Park and lie on the grass and stare into the sky, do it on a Saturday because it's quieter and there's less people.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Here's the product of somebody with nothing on his mind, staring into a bright light.
Staring at we have the light down there and a power bank with a Pokemon sign.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cat staring directly into an LED light.
Yeah. Max, you've just finished like really tough, I guess, cycle of life where you're working stupid hours, right?
Yeah.
And right now you're recharging. How do you recharge? Like what do you do to actually?
Well, I mean, I guess to reiterate and give our listeners some context, I used to be working like 50, 60 hours a week, and now I'm kind of, I guess, what's the term? Fun employed, kind of in between things. And it's kind of nice to wake up and set my own schedule, but I also, the first week I kind of took off celebrating Chinese New Year, as I mentioned a few times, kind of just did nothing, hung out with family, friends. But last week was kind of the first week, kind of getting back on it. And I guess to recharge, I like to always kind of start my day off with physical activity, because I feel like once I get that physical activity done, it kind of opens my mind, gives me that momentum to kind of get things going. I'm studying for some exams now, so I kind of like my routine now is kind of gym, then do like a study session, and then kind of when it gets to about lunchtime, kind of to recharge, I like to like go outside and like run an errand or do something to kind of.
Is that how you recharge? By doing errands?
Take my mind away from the screen, kind of.
Can I give you my laundry?
No, but it's good because I guess it's not totally like being completely mute. Like I have like a podcast usually listening to as I kind of cruise through the city, but I think kind of I guess getting back to the topic of recharging, like this weekend I said I just wanted to watch Mandalorian, but I still I still went on a hike first. Like I still like to do things before I completely go into that, like, okay, I'm just gonna be like a useless human couch potato. I think it's important to kind of do something challenging first, and then the recharge part is like kind of your reward. So kind of a balance between.
So recharge is reward for you.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. And Steve, how do you make downtime and recharging a priority activity?
Make downtime?
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the questions here. I've had a long day, man.
Dan.
I need to recharge.
Dan is still with us somewhere.
Shout out Dan.
Make downtime. It's easy to make downtime. All you have to do is run your mind and or body into the ground, and like Max said, then downtime finds you.
Because you're on the grind right now. You're an entrepreneur. You're working with a startup that's been starting up for 4 years, and man, you barely have any time. Bro. It seems.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a very mentally stimulating job. A lot of responsibilities. Then we have this going on. We make more time for this each week. Then there's the side business, which I think this is a good episode to actually talk about what we're doing because it helps me actually clear my mind. But honestly, as Janice can tell you, at the end of the day, when I come home, as much as I want to be there, physically or mentally present, it's just so hard. It's just like, sometimes you get a brief second wind, but man, it's just, I don't know.
Wow.
It's tough. But then on the weekends, you just, actually now the weekends, it feels like you just
You're
get
always
things done
working.
that you can't do during the week.
I saw some guy running on Saturday. I was like, why is he running on like a Saturday? I was like, it's probably the only time that dude has to actually do that. It's like, damn. Yeah.
Probably. God bless him.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting the miles in.
Yeah.
So that's good.
But running can be a way to kind of clear your thoughts, kind of use that like physical exercise to kind of drain kind of like what's been bothering you. Do you guys ever feel that? Like kind of sometimes when you just go for a run, it doesn't have to be like super fast or anything, but you kind of just take in the scenery.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. After doing the same route over and over, like to me, the scenery is the same.
It gets boring. You gotta make up new routes. Just just start going down different side streets and different loops.
Today I'll run on the left. Tomorrow I'll run on the right.
Yeah.
Side of the road, yeah.
Speaking of this topic, small anecdote.
Go ahead.
So when I'm doing fitness, one thing that keeps me accountable, I'm not going to plug it because the thing is a pain in the ass sometimes. It's a strap I wear under my chest. And so what it does is it calculates your heart rate, you input your weight, and a few other things. So it basically comes up with a metric or whatever. It gives you points. There's certain points that they make for the system called MEPS. And you have to achieve a certain amount of points per month in order to keep your status going. So you have to go in consecutive. You have to achieve your points every month consecutively to keep moving up in status, or else you move down to 0, you lose your progress. So each month I have to get like these 1,300 MEPS out of the way. And I have to make time for them. So it makes me make time to get them out of the way. So at the end of the month, I have enough done. This has been a particularly busy month. And I forgot that February was 28 days. So usually the last 5 days, I'll grind out my points, the final points. A couple of days ago, I realized I still have like 500 and some MEPS to clear out. Wow. And I was like, but I got 5 days to do it. And then I was like, February, 28 days. 28. All right, 2 days to do it. So I had to make time to I had to make the time. Even as much as I didn't want to do it, as much as I didn't want to go running or burn those calories and achieve those MEPS, the app made me accountable enough to do it. Yeah. So yesterday, I just had to go on like a 2.5, 3 hour exercise spree to get the remaining ones out of the way.
3 hours.
I think it was at least 2.5. But then I had to do that. I was still like 10 or 20 left by the time I got home. So I had to like just jog in place while I watched TV.
Wow.
But I had to make the time to do it. I got it done, and yeah.
Did you feel accomplished after that?
I did.
Oh, that's good then. Yeah. There you go. That's good.
But man, that's a cramp. That's a great way to hold yourself accountable if you care about that kind of stuff.
To get the little MEPS,
to make the time.
the MEPS machine.
To get the MEPS.
The MEPS machine.
Yeah, I'll show you guys off the chat.
Yeah,
I have some bones to pick with the brand. Sometimes I've gone on long runs where it's just disconnected with my phone, and I'm like, man, that was a good one. That must have been 200 MEPS. And then I look, and it's at like 0, and I'm like, oh man, I freak out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Can you see the brand? You don't want to see it.
No, we don't.
Right.
In case they become a sponsor.
Yeah,
you
okay.
never know, right? Can't like shoot them down.
I'll show you offline.
Fan, do you recharge daily, or is it for you? Is it like Saturday, Tema Park?
I wouldn't say I recharge daily.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I just go from one day to the next.
Right, and then you just build up the stress, and then eventually,
goodbye
Metropolis.
Yeah. Precisely.
God,
I don't have to pay this anymore.
So as you guys know, I'm not really working. So when it comes to recharge, I'm fully charged half the time, except for today because we had some friends over, and then we're all flight crew, and we're all kind of it felt like a dirge, but more like, just kind of, misery loves company. And just saying, oh, back in the day. Because we had 10 years in this airlines. It's been fun, but, right now, industry's dead. So I've only had like 4 hours of sleep and had a full day working out. So when it comes to recharging for me, normally I'll do chores as you do, just laundry, and I like it. Then linen smells incredible.
It feels nice.
You kind of have that reward, that sense of accomplishment, that smell.
It smells. Well, not really. To me, it's just the act of doing something. The folding, the packing away. I'm not really thinking, and my body's just running an autopilot.
It's automatic.
Yeah, where your mind can actually be like, okay,
taking the fresh linen.
Yes. Did you use enough fabric softener?
Yeah.
I love fabric softener. Yeah.
See, the way I think about recharging sometimes it's and it's hard in the last year and a half because it's el verano sin vacaciones, right? Like
that's right.
Like for me, recharging, especially like creative recharge, is experiencing new things. But
it's true.
It's been really hard to experience any kind of new things in the last year and a half because like everything's closed, you can't travel, you can't do anything.
I would completely disagree with that. Yeah, because last year was a completely new experience for all of us, and you had to do things differently.
Yeah,
hanging out with people became in what way can I still have this communication, this interaction with people without breaking the law, right? And then you get creative, and so it was new. We started this podcast.
Remember those times that we just drive in your car, go to like someplace kind of secluded.
That's it.
Because it was only two people for a while, right?
That's right. Yeah, it was completely different. Yeah. Lex Luthor 0, Phil 1. No, but go ahead.
No, yeah, I guess you're right.
You got a cat.
Yeah, that's true. I got a cat. Started doing different kind of sports.
Yeah.
You experienced new video games.
You discovered Star Trek Lower Decks.
Yeah, that's true.
You became closer with your significant other.
Yeah.
Well,
actually,
so we're telling you. We're actually.
Yeah, no, I take that back actually. Then
you just picked up airsoft.
I picked up airsoft.
Son of a bee! Look at this. Look
Actually,
at this.
now that I think about it, yeah,
man.
I guess I was focusing too much on travel, but yeah, in the past year,
I guess that's what last year did was like it took away that whole stigmatism of like, oh yeah, to recharge you have to.
Stigmatism.
Well, like no, it's not.
I see horizontal or like vertical.
Stigma.
The stigma, yes, the stigma of travel is the only way to recharge or experience. Yeah.
Did you guys do that actually when people said I'm gonna go to the beach in Southeast Asia and recharge, and then you get to the beach like in the Philippines or whatever, and you lie on the beach, and then 10 minutes later you're like, I'm so bored.
Yeah.
Did you guys,
I don't get how people can enjoy that.
No. Holidays for me they had to be active.
Yeah.
I need to do something. I needed to constantly explore. I need to return from a holiday and be tired and need a holiday from a holiday, which is work, right? So that's the way I enjoyed it. Whereas when there's some people who can lie on the beach for 6 hours, doing nothing, but then that's fine. But for me now, I was hit the ground running, man. I had to climb a mountain, climb a tree.
There's nothing like sleeping in a 5-star hotel bed. Those pillows, those comforters.
Look at you, big spender.
Wow. You just sink in, throw some HBO on. That is a good.
Man, that was Airbnb life, dude. Yeah, hostels and stuff. You're a 5-star hotel.
You find a good place in some of the countries, Bangkok and some other countries you can get a good place.
Where the exchange rate helps, right?
Yeah. No, I mean sometimes you get a good staycation here. I'll just take a staycation here just to melt in the 5-star bed.
Where was your last vacation?
I think it was we went to the Hyatt Centric. Wow, it feels like a while ago. The Hyatt Centric.
The one in North Point, that new one in North Point.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like 2 stops away.
I know, but it was a good rate, and they had the nice beds, and
Okay, good. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
I'm glad you had fun.
Thank you.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask you about hotels now because I miss them so much. Dude, I lived in hotels. It was,
amenities.
man, I just so many little shampoos and like, you know, soaps and stuff like that. I miss it, man.
Get a good gym, a heated pool.
Don't you just love the feeling when you go into your hotel room, like, let me check it out.
It's quiet.
It's quiet. The aircon's always nice and cool.
Right. And then because the TV has your name on it, right? Man. And I'll just like scroll through the channels. I'll spend like 2 hours scrolling.
And you're like, let me check out the mini bar just to peruse. A little bit.
And then you're like, oh, is that orange juice? Cool.
Looky, no touchy.
You're trying to figure out.
I could if I wanted to, and then you go and drink and come back and you're like, screw it, period.
God, now you're making me miss traveling. So that was your arch villain tactic to make us like nostalgic.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay, so when we are spending time recharging, our minds stay active. I find myself always on Instagram. It's terrible now. I used to like not have it, but now it's just bad. I just look at bicycles and engineering. I love like seeing engineering, like trains and like, you know, the different ways people, you know, make springs, like stuff like that, right? So I'll just be scrolling Instagram, you know, and then you get to the memes, and it's like, oh Lord, memes. Do you find yourselves doing that as well? Do you guys do that as well? Like get sucked into the endless
scrolling?
Yeah, I think whether it's like Reddit, Instagram, YouTube, it's that constant dopamine little feedback loop, right? You're kind of like scrolling, checking this out, going down this rabbit hole. And it's giving us that constant stimulus, like, you know, kind of scratching that curiosity itch. And I mean, I think it can be productive at times in the right amount of doses, but I feel like the way these apps and programs and websites are designed, it's just kind of, it wants to keep you engaged. You know, that's how they generate that ad revenue.
That's exactly it. Yeah. Ooh, what was that? So do you guys think there's a different way to recharge without having to scroll constantly, you know, because we naturally do it. I'll be standing in line with the, you know.
Do you mean like in a time when you can't do anything else?
Yeah, because I'll just go on my phone without even thinking, and Instagram's open, you know.
We talked about this in a previous episode.
I know,
was listening to some of the past episodes, and we mentioned this. We were talking about the... which episode was it when we were talking about
what, media diets?
Media diets, yeah. Man, it's tough. And like so badly you want to just like stop and like I'm not gonna do it. And then like you stop and you're like, yeah, but then like your mind, something else comes in your mind, and then you're like, oh, where's my phone? What do I do? You know, you pull it out like, what am I doing?
Right back on.
Is that a bad habit or is it
totally? Honestly, But you know, things like. It's tough too because you can mix in like really good productive content, but to be honest with you, with the reading content, even sometimes videos that are full of information. I don't know about you guys. Maybe just my brain's really like I don't know. If you really get into it and you're reading it and you're trying to pay attention and there's new information, then you're thinking and it kind of like tires you out a little bit. Yeah. So I try to space things out between like good substantial content and then like memes. So sometimes if I see something that I definitely want to read and I look at it and I see how long it is and I'm just like, I'll save it and then I'll skip to a few other things. And then when I feel clear, like if I'm in the bathroom or something, I'm like, I'm going to read it now.
Do you actually
I would say if it's really compelling, 7 out of 10 times. I read it if it's really something that was like I really want to read that thing. Oh wow! Sometimes it's just stuff I keep for references for later, like for business or like I know I'm gonna want to reference this later. Yeah. And then so I'll like pull it back up if it's something with like SEO or something. I'll be like stuck and I'll be like, there was that one article, and then I'll look through my bookmarks and there it is. Yeah.
That's good though. Why should you do that?
Just in time learning. We talked about that last week.
We did. Yeah. If you like that concept, right? As you,
the whole copy pasta.
Well, the copy pasta, but then there's the copy pasta is more to build references for later in guidebooks, but the just in time is like if you see something that you know will be meaningful for you, but at this exact moment in time, it's not. Like if you're sitting on the toilet and it's something about so like optimizing your website, you're like, I'm not going to optimize my website on the toilet, but I know later when I try to do it, I'm gonna get frustrated and wonder how to fix this problem, but so it's bookmarked and it's like
create like a little bookmark.
Reddit
folder and then or save on Reddit. Yeah, okay.
And then just reference things that you know you'll need later or in the moment you need it, and then you really can fully get into it.
And it's more fulfilling that way as well, right? Because you're not just mindlessly scrolling.
But do you guys feel like you have limited amount of like brain energy to just like ingest meaningful content?
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Like it's to the point where now I'm filling myself with so much media because I don't want to be in the moment. You know, I just want to know what's happening in this part of the world, or get into an engineer's mind. So I'm just gonna like keep scrolling these.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy. If you look at my
your feed,
my Explore, right, you'll see like like how they design railroads, and I'll be just like, I need more of this, right? And then if I'm not doing that, I'm on the TV. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm such a nerd, man. I'm such a nerd.
This is how to destroy railroads. Blast!
I don't have $1 million. The train explodes.
I can't tell if he likes this meme or not.
That's all right.
No, you don't like it. All right. The death.
Just let us know.
Of the Lex Luthor joke.
Nah, it's fine.
It's good.
Lex Luthor's one of the cool bad guys.
He's cool, and in some forms they make him like a really strong, handsome guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he is a strong.
It depends on the which
the Jesse Eisler one from.
That was basically Mark Zuckerberg. That was Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Which villain would you be?
You just be like a school bully.
That's true. Yeah,
I'm like one of the lonely ones that are like the beginning during the villain origin story. Hey, Parker. Stop it, Flash. Leave me alone. I'm like Flash.
Flash.
What about Max? What villain would Max be? It's a tough one, right?
Yeah. What villain would I be?
Yeah. I don't know. Leave in the comments, guys. Like what villain Max would be.
Mennonite Max.
Menacing Max.
Menacing. It was the one episode. The last episode.
I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. I was laughing when I was editing that.
Want fresh eggs, anyone?
What about me? What type of villain would I be? Steal your heart with my smile.
Yeah. That's a good question. I don't actually know how to place actual villains on you guys.
Yeah.
Because you love us so much.
Yeah.
Man.
It's tough.
I see you
So
guys
only
as-
me
as-
because you hate me.
No, it's just honestly yours is just the purely.
It's like the okay
aesthetic.
friend.
I mean, like if we want to go purely based on, it's tough. Honestly, we could stop now. We'll
that's
leave
fine.
you alone. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be a superhero, buddy?
No, I'm
Who's
being a villain.
what superhero could he be? Professor X.
Wait, I'm not in a wheelchair.
I was gonna say Saitama.
You want to cosplay Professor? That'll be fun.
Moving around Hong Kong in a wheelchair. You should do that as an experiment.
Collecting
It's actually
shirts.
really like I know. I used to have a colleague who's blind, and she says like
It's difficult.
for
man.
disabilities, like Hong Kong is a shit city.
Yeah,
it's a really bad city.
It's really bad.
Even though they try with the noises everywhere.
Yeah, but there's
And then-
noises everywhere though.
And like China, like a lot of people are very superstitious. So for example, one thing that she encounters is that like in Chinese culture, if you touch the cane of a blind person, you have bad luck for 3 days.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so
Like,
Enough.
some people
So there's a
are-
blind guy just swinging his cane around like.
There are so many new things in Chinese culture that just like it's just like so many. There's something for everything. Literally everything.
I think every culture has things that we all disagree with, and maybe we should discuss that after the show.
Well, no. Like honestly, look, real talk. I don't want to live in a
Now we're-
world.
now we're
I don't want to
talking
live in a
like
world
we
of
are
self-censorship. I don't think we're being rude. I think it's more of a commentary. At some point, sometimes it's a commentary. And having lived in China, Greater China area for a long time, you make observations, and I've observed that there are a lot of taboos and nuances and rules and. I just don't know how they keep up with all of it. I'm just like, oh, grandma said this, grandma said that, grandma said this. And I'm just like...
Different strokes for different folks.
Grandma PhD.
How about that?
It's fine. I don't think I'm being offensive.
No, you're not.
Tell us in the comments if we're being offensive.
How about we get back to the topic?
Provocative.
Just
Yes,
in case
the
we're
topic.
So
stepping
as a
on that.
topic, how do we refresh?
Recharge.
How do we recharge? How do we spend our downtime? How do we maximize our downtime?
Well, that was last time, and then this time was that plus the recharging aspect.
It says in the notes, yeah.
Dan.
made these notes, man.
He's putting us on a...
He's a really great guy.
Yeah.
I like him. I like Dan. So, are you guys more mindful about recharging? I know you've been since you've just left your job and now you're unemployed. But do you guys actually actively seek out time to lie in the park to get your MEPs?
Not as much as I'd like to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I just feel like I'm running from one thing to the next. So
Yeah. Do you feel you have to run from one thing to the next, or you still could you make time to
I could, but then I don't put the time to think about what I'm gonna do. Like then suddenly like the downtime just becomes watching TV, right? For a couple of hours.
I think that's okay.
That's okay. But I feel like I get more refreshed from going to lie down on the park than to like watch TV.
Right.
But I don't put in the time of like, this weekend we should go to the park, or I should go to the park and do this.
Okay.
We should do some side content of Fran getting ready to go to the park.
Yeah.
I can see him just
doing
quietly like packing his bags.
Yeah.
And there's like light music in the background, and he's
Jazz.
just like he's like doing his buttons and then you just see him like a really Tom Hanks-esque walk to the park, and he just stops and he finds his spot, and then he just sits down and
slides down.
Yeah.
Do you have a mat?
Yeah. I got an IKEA picnic blanket.
That's your sleeping blanket.
Huh?
Your sleeping blanket?
No, a picnic.
Oh, a picnic, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I usually go with my girlfriend, and we take some stuff, like some food, some wine.
take some stuff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this weekend will be raining, but I
Yeah.
do want you to do that this week.
Yeah.
Take time to recharge.
Yeah.
And Steve, get your Meps in.
Okay,
Don't leave it till the end of the month. No.
But that's the thing. We
usually get 31 days.
But we don't have time to be thinking.
And that's not downtime, honestly. That's making time to get that done, but that's not proper downtime.
But that's how you recharge, you said.
I know. The segue into that was because it was about finding time to do something.
Okay.
And I was finding time because I had to find time. But the recharge, that is good. That is one way to recharge.
Right.
But honestly, vegging out in some way, shape, or form, and just having something shown at you is good.
Okay.
But it's really, I feel guilty. Do you guys ever feel guilty?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because we're supposed to be always doing something.
But, but that's why I said earlier, like, I like to, like, I'll plan a hike or I'll do something kind of a little bit rigorous. You know, it doesn't always have to be, like, scale of 1 to 10. Doesn't always have to be, like, a crazy run. But, you know, this past weekend I did a little trek up to the peak. There was a Build-A-Bear there. I was trying to get a baby Yoda Build-A-Bear, but they were all sold out. So
the Disney markups on that were probably
it's actually not bad. It's actually not a bad price. It's actually quite affordable.
But yeah,
podcast cutting in.
Unfortunately, mission was a bit of a fail. Walked up to the peak, no baby Yoda, but it was still
You had fun.
Still good exercise, and then
keep doing that, Max. That's good. That's good. Yeah.
So then you don't feel any guilt afterwards, no matter how long.
Yeah, and actually, I kind of liked how this weekend it wasn't actually too sunny. It was a little bit kind of chilly with a little kind of rainy overcast. It kind of makes it more cozy.
Good. That was good weather.
Yeah. It makes it feel more cozy when you're indoors and you have less of that guilt, right? Oh, hello.
So I'm reminded of something.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know if it's around downtime, but I guess maybe it's downtime. But I read this thing today that like our generation, millennials and stuff, like people who are in their early 30s, like we behave more like children than previous generations. As
Probably.
in like in our 30s, we're still reading comic books, playing video games, like buying toys.
Right.
More than
Cortana is not a toy. She's a
collectible.
It's collectible. That's right.
She's a toy, man.
But that's because otherwise it was like the parents out.
Well, the thing is, it was saying that like our
That was always not D.
our parents'
Alright,
generations, like they were drilled down by like corporations to be like, you're an adult now. You're supposed to work. You're supposed to like do the 9 to 5 and keep on working forever.
Yeah.
And our generations are being like, what's the point of giving your soul to a corporation?
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You should enjoy escapism media, right?
Yeah.
Video games, comic books, storytelling, fantasies. It's okay. It's stimulating your brain. There's a 50% chance that we live in a simulation anyway.
Yeah.
Might as well indulge.
But even that goes as far as like buying toys, like dressing up in costumes, like
I hope that Elon Musk retweets that. Can we clip that and send it to him?
Send it to me.
There's a 50% chance that you're living in a simulation.
Gents, it's been fun. What's happening in the MidYouth Universe this week?
Oh, so we've, I don't know if we talked about our Thursday get-together, so we're trying slowly but surely to make this a little bit more of an official endeavor. So we're meeting on Thursdays to try to organize more about the show. I personally, I know I've been thinking of ways to make a little bit more side content. I was thinking about making some videos about why we're doing this, why I'm doing it. I suggest you guys all find some.
Little behind the scenes kind of.
Why are you doing this show? Yeah. Maybe some content that I would want to put on other channels, but also just like if you want to hear more from me, you can find listen to me and my friends at this channel. But I think that we really need to start focusing. And I know it's a huge time ask. I know for all of us it is. And I think the hardest part for us is we just you think of an idea, but you're like, it might not work. So then we just don't do it. But I think we all have to talk, especially maybe on Thursday, about small things that we can all do a little bit more of. So, started messing around with my camera, see if I can do some monologues and talk about some stuff that we've talked about in the show. Or maybe go back to segments that we had where we want to expand on things that were said.
Absolutely. I think we should actually recap a lot of the stuff because there's so much more to be said about each episode, especially after we've talked about and thought about you. You want to talk about style a bit more, right? Yeah. So, we should definitely do that.
Dan mailed his letter to Penn Station.
Fantastic. Good job, Dan.
Tagged them twice on IG, but they're not responding. Too good for us?
Well, they don't know what they're going to get yet.
Yeah.
Let them open it. It's just fine. It's IG.
Respond to a letter.
LOL. Give me a face.
It's as far as they know.
Give me a poop emoji. I don't care.
As far as they know, it's like an angry complaint letter being like,
why would they do that?
No, we put the letter on the IG and tagged them. He apologized.
I see. Well, maybe they will. It takes time, snail mail and all that. Challenges this week. What are we thinking?
You said you had one for me, Phil. Yeah. Well, let's hear it.
Max, it's going to be easy, okay? Max, and you must record this.
Okay.
Your challenge is to eat a pizza from Pizza Hut with stuffed crust. At least 2 toppings.
At least 2 toppings.
Margarita pizza is not a... No, that's not a pizza.
Okay, 2 toppings,
it must
stuffed
have
crust.
Something. Stuffed crust.
All right.
You guys ever see that video on YouTube from the movie with Hitler when they deliver the news to him that he's losing a battle and then he just takes off his glasses he's like everyone out of the room. Put a pizza in front of Max.
Medium-sized pizza. None of this tiny
medium-sized pizza. All right.
Yeah.
And I gotta film it.
You gotta film yourself eating a pizza.
All right.
That's it.
Is the Pizza Hut here good?
Haven't tried in a while.
Yes, it's fantastic.
What are the calories on that?
Yeah. No, just he's already stressed about the pizza. All right. Any other challenges going on?
I'm still honest to my weight loss goals. Yeah. So it's something I've been keeping track of. I got the scale still moving down slowly but surely, and that's my long-term challenge. I've been still doing it. I know we don't update it every week, but I'm doing it. Yeah. Trying to get side record, be real while I do it, and sometimes maybe string it together at the end when I'm down at 85. Yeah. However, somebody, I don't know if it was one of you guys, somebody told me that I'm gonna look strung out when I'm on 85 kg. So somebody at work, he's like, if you're 85 kg, you're gonna look like a homeless person.
I think you just gotta try it, and see if it's for you.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah. My apps tell me that I'm obese. And that my ideal weight is 70 kg.
Don't believe.
If I was 70 kg,
oh my God.
I would look like I would look like what's his name in that movie, The Machinist. Christian Bale, The Machinist.
Don't believe any apps or don't believe. If you feel healthy and you look the way you want to, then you're fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 2 abs by summer.
There you go. Get 2 abs.
A little vacation.
Right.
At least 2
one on you and one on Janice. There, 2 abs.
2 between us. But she's already doing okay. She's doing great.
Nice.
Yeah. So I got to get on that. Whatever plane she's on. I think Janice just forgets to eat. That's her thing.
Oh gosh, busy lady. Busy bee.
I forgot to eat. I'm like,
making things happen.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Well, it's been fun, guys. Right. Until next time, we'll catch you guys.
And the saga continues.
Saga continues. Later days.
I swear he knows what's going on.